Nerdrotic.com.
Hey, it's Super Chat Square Up time for FNT and some Thanksgiving streams and some real BBC. So let's get to it. Lucius, the Eternal, for 20 British pounds. To Dankula, congratulations on your second child. Congratulations, Dank. May your prodigy grow strong and proud ever in the face of adversity. Indeed. Plus, Grimaldus smells like sturgeon's taint, I imagine. I would imagine that too. Ojin 3 for 5 Canadian pesos. How come Gary's mic sounds like the deaf dude from the Brazil singing? Maybe it's your ears, or maybe my mic on Stream Yards, which can sometimes sound like shit because some mics are condenser and some mics are dynamic, and it works better with dynamics. Manowar 65, the neighbor of the beast. So frequently, it is recommended don't give money to people who hate you. If interested in not doing so, you may want to check out TTRPG Guide to Woke Companies. So fuck Wizards of the Coast, woke wankers, makers of shit known as modern D&D. The neighbor of the beast. Cat Funt for $5. Hail Friday Night Tights. What an honor it is to have the Honorable Justice Dankula with us tonight. It was. And Giant Penis. Stan Beaker for $5. First super chat. Well, there you go. We'll be gentle. I just want to say, Chrissy, I came to you. I came to you. I hope you're okay with that. Well, it's already happened. So you're asking for forgiveness and not permission? John Mewald. It's Mywald, Miewald for $10 says, hey, hail Friday Night Tights from Escondido, California, not far from here. I recently lost my job. I'm very sorry to hear that. Anyone in the community need a good PR and digital media marketing guy? I'd like to use my skills to promote from within the fellowship and make a living. Keep asking in the chat. You'll find somebody, I think. I'm pretty sure. And I'm sorry to hear that. About that. Joel Reese for 5 British pounds. This is one of 2. I think the whole Disney issue is a lot bigger than people think. It may involve shenanigans with FTX and Shape It being canned for asking questions or for cooking books, depending on who you listen to. And part 2 is Iger being brought in is probably to try and facilitate a merger with Apple in the hopes this gets swept under the rug. Disney is so toast. Yeah, FTX, biggest scandal of our times, way bigger than Bernie Madoff. And look at the media is just so fucking corrupt. It's time for it to die. Warsmith Karoth for $4.49. Daddy Dank, Lord of the Big PP, Master of the Fuda, tell us about inflation. Inflation. Well, I'm sure he could. He's an expert. Brent Wolf for $10. Quarter Black, your mic is in and out. And that's StreamYards too. But he did fix us. And thank you for letting us know. Ministry of Wrong Think for $9.99. Honestly, I wish Elon the best, but I also don't care if Twitter goes KIA. It's their China shop. Elon is just our bull. Hail Friday Night Tights. Indeed. Gordon Cadell for 10 British pounds. Count Dank, where's your tonic? I've got 2 bottles. He might have more. I don't know. Scottish Will, and thank you. Scottish Will for 2 British pounds. Ryan's plushie will have blackface. Ha 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 ha. Oh, you think maybe that's not a good idea? Maybe we should call Makeshift right away and not do that. Knockout Nerd for $20. Not my first super chat. Not my first FNT, but my first super chat. All right. I'll be gentle. I'm a nerd who married another nerd. With our powers combined, we can handcraft nerd items we would have liked to have been gifted. Yeah, you guys can be like the Wonder Twins, except not related and lame. Good for you. Jonathan Essex for $5. Based on the photo of Namor's junk, he could have helicoptered to fly instead of feet wings. That is true. Steel Church 717, Steel Curtain, my bad. Steel Curtain Church. Might be a good metal band name, though. Steel Church, maybe it already is. Been a crazy turkey day and a day after. Thank God for Friday Night Tights. The gang, welcome. Dank, thank you for the $10. Dan Hallen for 5 British pounds. As Dog Fleshlight. I don't want to think about that, but thank you. AT for 100 Norwegian krona. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Biggest dickus. We should have. That's a lost opportunity right there. Doey for $4.99. First time I've ever been excited for a giant penis sigh. Well, Gary, I guess you've got news for me. It means you're gay. It means you're gay. Let's see. No Face for $4.99. Dankula looks like the AI from Red Dwarf with his head floating in the blackness. True. True. Brian Barlow for $5. I missed it. How much were the As fleshlights? $69.69. Josh Kelsey for $20. Thank you for the donation. Curtis D of Montana for $5. Hello, Friday Night Tides. I am expecting. Oh, I thought you meant a baby. For Trump, because there's a comma there. I don't think he meant to put that. I'm expecting for Trump to come up behind Gary wearing a bathrobe and a bathrobe and a big smile, looking at this gold room. This is so not a Trump hotel. So not. David Robertson for 10 British pounds. Hail, first super chat. We'll be gentle. Thanks for bringing humor and knowledge to a crazy world. Dink. Who knew your baby would be the main talking point? Well, that's new parents for you. Andrew Odetta for $1.99. Shad, you back the Stormlight Minis Kickstarter? I'll ask him. Music Sustains Me for 10 Canadian pesos. Hail FNT. I wish there were a new Rings of Power season to review. Be careful what you wish for. Did you know Raised by Wolves was canceled? Please help us find it a new home by joining the Discord at Savor BW Official. Savor BW Official on Twitter. Lord Pepsi for $5. England cannot defeat America in soccer. Well, I don't know if did we win the game? And does it piss you off more to know that I just don't care and neither does most of America? I know a bunch of people this time of year pretend to care, but they don't. Mark 9 for $4.99. Can the Count please check on the land I bought in Scotland? I heard something shady might be going on. I'm a lord, damn it. Well, Mark 9 for $4.99. If you are, you would put lord in your name. So you already set your own precedent there. Aaron Pipes for $5. Ryan's funeral procession will be down Martin Luther King Avenue, where it will park and sit there for 4 hours. Spencer B on the Streamlabs side for $10. Hey guys, my grandpa Hansel is in the hospital with pneumonia and he's unable to swallow, so they put a feeding tube in today. Any prayers will be appreciated. Thoughts and prayers. Good vibes to Grandpa Hansel. Thank you all for doing and taking back. Thank you for what you're doing and taking back the culture. It's helped me more than hope. More than hope. Wow. Thank you. And all the best to Grandpa Hansel. Pull through, buddy. Cap10 Cook gifted 1 Nerdrotic membership. Thank you so much, Cap10 Cook. Screw Disney, more 40K, BIM, Ogren needs WAG. I have no idea what I just said to Amvec, but thank you for the $2. Artist Jacques for $19.99 from Chicago, sending love to all of my favorite racists. Just kidding. I know y'all catch a lot of heat, but keep speaking the truth and people will listen. I'm black as can be, and I love you all, and I wanted to support. I appreciate that. Thank you. You're from Chicago. You're fine. You know how to handle things, but do be careful. Just got to say that. Last time I was in Chicago 10 years ago, I was visiting the Harry Potter tour. They were displaying all the props and stuff from the movies. 21 Palacia is gifted 1 Nerdrotic membership. Thank you very much. As is Wonky Eyebrow. Apologies, Jeremy. I was hammered yesterday, bombarding you and Dan with super chats. I'm sure they were just miserable about it. Hope all panelists are well. All hail FNT and hail to you. Raging Bull for $20. Thank you, Raging Bull. Chris Chan for $5. Can I get my own plushie? I think that would sell well, Chris. The Camberwell Carrot for $5 Australian dollars. Gary, have you ever been mistaken for Adam Savage? A couple of times in San Francisco back in my comic shop days, yes. When my facial hair was different. Gordon Cadell for 10 British pounds. We're going to be like Obi-Wan. I fought in the Twitter wars. We will never forget their sacrifice, and we won't. Big Floppa for $5. Are the plushies small enough to fit inside a glass jar? Asking for a friend. Yes, they are, and I know you're not asking for a friend. Curtis D. of Montana for $5. Gary, Chrissy Meyer is just going to teach your son new tricks and treats. She can have her own kit to do that. But I love Chrissy. Jesus Davilia for $10. Thumbs up. Thumbs up to you, too. Media Monkey, formerly Mr. Millennium, for $5. I love how hard Simi Lu Hu is trying to seem like a tough guy when he's just a giant bish. He's a giant bitch. And even before he became the male Brie Larson and worse, when I first saw him cast, I just laughed because he doesn't look like the Marvel equivalent of Bruce Lee, which is what Shang-Chi is supposed to be. He looks like a stock photo model. That's what he looks like. Refan for $2. As we can vote reform or heritage, and as chooses to vote Dark Tide. I just wanted to state for the record, Milo and Nick are controlled, fed informants. It's sad Kanye is associating with these two traitors. I'm tired of people breathing life into those two. They are genuinely terrible people, says Raging Bull for $20. Yeah, I don't know anything about Nick Fuentes other than Catboy stuff and denying something that clearly happened. Milo, he's funny, but yeah, not really effective anymore. But he was good on Tim Pool. He was. And yeah, Kanye's Kanye. Yeah, it's our political landscape is a clown show. It is. Silver Camaro 78 for $2. Wow, Nerdrotic can show a giant Scottish peepee. I can. We had the capability and we did it. Neil Lindgren. Hive is funny because it shares the name of supervillain group from DC Comics. This is true. Niles Berlin for $20. Some love from Germany. Right back at you. Thank you very much. Drunken greetings to everyone, especially Exode Girl and as you ... Use your imagination what else he says because he didn't really say. Conrad Jodko. Thank you for the 69 PLNs, whatever that is. Nephilim. Some of my favorite stories are about Nephilim. For $20. Hail, everyone. Question for Az. Why is Yorkshire tea considered the best tea in the UK when it tastes about the same as any other iced tea I've ever had? Because everything tastes like shit in the UK. That's an easy answer. Sir Professor Aaron, or Prof. Aaron. Hey, Gary and company. Thank you all for providing holiday cheer for all of us. I am an art mentor on the verge of finishing up my next graphic novel, and it is on my site, Blue Aura Oasis or boamerch.com. Totally take a look if anyone needs holiday shopping or for the kiddos. Definitely. It's BAO merch.com. BAOmerch.com. Jexker Jammez for $5. Trump 2024 White House cabinet. DeSantis as VP. Kanye as press secretary. Milo as ambassador to the UN. Alex Jones as the head of the FBI. Oh, dude, Tim might get in civil war, but it'd be great. Ajin 3 for 5 Canadian pesos. When does Exotic Girl and Chrissy shelf building stream go live? Just keep an eye on their channels. Some people just can't wait for that. Knockout Nerd has gifted 5 Nerdrotic memberships for $25. Thank you. Joseph Fazio for $4.99. What a week. What did you have for dinner yesterday? I had 3 rolled tacos with guacamole and a carne asada burrito. For lunch, I had turkey because it was Thanksgiving. Ash for $9.99. Thank you guys for being a gray haven from the storm during Rings of Power. So appreciated. Hail to you and all. For the longest time, I thought Exode Girl and Gary were married. What? Missing out on all the feet, Gary. I've got my own pair of feet at home. You know, I do. X-Ray Girl is one of the greatest people I've ever met, though. I love her. She's a good person. Stuart Hamilton for $20. Hail Friday Night Tights. Hail to you. Dan Helen for £5 British. I hope Ligma and Johnson get their jobs back. This is why I love the internet. All this screeching and, you know, the world's going downhill, but yet we still have time to troll the mainstream media with Ligma Johnson. That's fucking great. The internet is undefeated. Hail, fellow cultural warriors. My wife and I love to watch y'all while we cook. Welcome to Texas, Gary. Enjoy our HEB and Buc-ee's. They're both just citadels of capitalism. I love them. Donut ATX for $21.12. $21.12. There you go. A little rush. Yana Fenn for 200 Swedish krona. Don't get mad. Don't do a mad lad on Elon. Let him collect all his achievements first. I couldn't agree more, and I'm sure Dank is way ahead of you and me on that. Iron Emissary for $4.99. I may or may not have forged a vaccine card for my work. They legally could not store our medical info, so I went for it. I legally cannot tell you to do that. That would be really wrong, yet they have no right to make you have that shit. Croto Descendant Gaming Channel, thank you for the $25 donation. We greatly appreciate it. Go check it out. Slain Hope for $5. Elon does not do live streams where you can get 2 Bitcoins for every one you send. Yeah, I was talking about some fucking Bitcoin live stream that I saw him on, that he was with Jack Dorsey. I doubt they were really talking. I didn't listen because, like, I don't know anything about Bitcoin, and they were also talking about, like, fucking Tesla, I think, or something. And it might not even have been, but it was definitely Elon doing something, maybe talking to his company or talking to Jack. But Jack was just sitting there. That's the whole point of it. It was probably fucking fake. I've been reporting that scam channel for months. It's a boomer trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. Crypto is a boomer trap. It's designed for old people with money to get involved into something that they don't understand with their money. And it might be, I don't know. I'm happy to be too old for crypto. KDW for $9.99. Not sure how the free speech works on Twitter, since I just got suspended for saying that people with body dysmorphia, got to say that right, suffer from mental illness. And that's bad, because what they're doing by you stating that, by the way, which is nothing wrong with that, is Twitter is stigmatizing mental illness by getting rid of that, because it is. It is. Maybe not in 100% of the cases, but in most of them. Albert Nada Retro for 5 Canadian pesos. If Twitter needs to bring back anybody, it's Karen Strohan. The Count knows her, and she hosted ICMI from 2019, which he spoke at. Well, hopefully Monday that happens. Jonathan Reed for 10 British pounds. Schools should teach kids to read, write, count, and respect societal norms. What a controversial statement in the modern era, but true. Chris Chen for $5. Dank, you owe me another interview. I want to tell my side of the story. Maybe. Yeah, the Chris Chan thing is just dark. Everything about it's dark, to be honest with you. T. Ryan for $20. I love how over the last decade, all of my favorite YouTubers have sort of congealed into a great community. You all are keeping jokes funny, keeping companies accountable, and keeping people's spirits strong. Love you all. Love it is right back at you. And we do this together. We all do this together. Your participation. Without it, none of this shit happens. The Camberwell Carrot for $5 Australian. In Oz, the morning show is already pushing Getter over Twitter. Screw Kochi. Hey, Shad. Forget Getter. My niece literally ran into Chapek at a Make-A-Wish event, and he said nothing. No, excuse me, not a word, says Rob Crawford for $10. Not surprising. Branch Covidian 19 for $4.99. Hail Fellowship. Happy Thanksgiving to you all, and thank you for everything you do. And thank you for being alive. I drove by the hotel where the final 2 Branch Davidians expired. Because remember, there were 2 hangers on that went to the hotel, and that hotel is in Leucadia. It's off Leucadia Boulevard. Drove right by it. Christian Rosals for $9.99. You know what the difference between Elon Musk and Bob Iger are? When Elon buys a company, he fixes it. Iger is the embodiment of evil cannot create. Oh, great statement, Christian. Thank you. Plain rubbish for 5 British pounds. If I can't tell your gender, I know your agenda. First time super chat. Keep up the good work. That was a good one. That's 2 good ones. Oh, they're all good. Babadoom one for $10. I'm deep in my cups. My granddaughter's sleeping next to me. My adult kids are setting up the tree. Dog in my lap. Life is good. I love you guys. Thanks for what you do. I just wish Mama was here. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Glad your kids are there, though. And you got your granddaughter. That's awesome. Dan Halen for 5 British pounds. I feel sorry for Sue. Those babies must be bungee jumping out of there after Dank's been through with her. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Mrs. Dank is wonderful. Brian Robinson for $10. All you need is the drinker and the internet might explode. I would have brought the drinker on. I'll do that. It was a hell of a night for internet entertainment last night, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I mean, we had Count Dankula on. He was fucking awesome. The guy is just, he talks about, hey, there's just some stoner from Scotland, but this is where we need to be grateful. Like, through a series of events, it gave him an opportunity to find his calling and do what he does best. The dude is legitimately funny, like, all the time. And that's a gift. That's a gift. And he'd probably call me a big sissy or the other gamer word for saying that, and I would laugh. Monkey God King for 5 Canadian pesos. What happened with Captain America? I thought Knives Out was pretty good. Well, yeah, he wasn't the star of it, though. He's not the driving star of Knives Out. Knives Out was an ensemble. Daniel Craig, many other actors. The movie star is the driving force to the film. It's not even the plot. It's nothing. It's a Stallone film. It's a Schwarzenegger film. It's a Will Smith film. That worked for a while. It doesn't work anymore because corporatism has drowned out the creativity, and through risk-averse marketing and through fortification, it has become woke shit. Logan Sturgart for $10. Hail Friday Night Tights, first-time donor. Oh, well, thank you. So many first-timers, so many virgins. Sorry it couldn't be more. Don't ever. Thank you. I don't mean to be a dick. Any amount is appreciated. I know you guys work hard for your money, and we appreciate all of your support. I truly wish I could get to every single one, and we are going to keep trying. We're going to keep trying. We're not going to stop trying. But thank you. And never, dude, it's fine. I'm broke as fuck. Y'all keep me keep me sane in an environment where basically everyone is super woke. I'm sorry, Logan. Man. Yeah. I know your pain though. I was in the Bay Area for 18 years. Daniel Bow for $5. I thought Chris Evans did good in The Gray Man on Netflix. Maybe, yeah, but it still didn't do that good. So, but I don't think Chris Evans is. I think he's fine, but I don't think he's got a ton of range. I think he can be funny. He showed more personality as I thought he was a good Johnny Storm. But we're talking about movie stars, not if he's a competent actor. Brent Wolf for $20. So apparently the Antifa weirdos are threatening to the Summer of Love Tesla plants after their Twitter accounts have been getting nuked. Fucking go for it. See what happens. Looks like they are about to FAFO. Oh, fuck around and find out and see how hard Elon will go. Yeah, see, Elon can do this thing called higher private security that would beat the fucking shit out of those little weirdos. Okay? Period. Chaos Killer 721 for $5. Can Jay get Dark Side Phil on FNT? I'll ask him. I'll ask Jay. Hooked on Chronics. I know I've heard that before, but I laugh every time I hear it. Thank you for the $10. Have any of you guys ever seen the movie Salo or the 120 Days of Sodom? Very fun movie to watch with the family and better than all the woke Disney garbage. I haven't, but I'll check it out. Yeah. Christy Cosby, Cozby for $20. Enjoying y'all on my birthday. Happy birthday, Christy. No need to sing, please. Can you shout out my husband's gaming channel for my birthday? It's called Urance Gaming. Your Ents. So Urance Gaming. Love you all. Hail to the fellowship. And it's spelled URAENC Gaming. Go check it out, please. And hail to you, Christy. Happy birthday. All the best. And that wraps it up for FNT. Dangerous Lee Harris for $20. His first time super chat. Oh, there you go. I got to reach way over there to get my buttons. Just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate the laughs and company shared with you all, and my compliments for all. Through Exode Girls Feet Hood, hold a special place in my heart. Skull and hail FNT, and hail to you. Hail to you. Hooked on Chronics for $5. Have any of you ever seen the movie Salo or 120 Days of Sodom? If not, it's a great wholesome movie to watch with the family and way better than these woke superheroes. If I double up on some of these, it's because I got some mixed up, and it's better to hit them than twice than not at all. How's that sound? How do you like that? Nate the Scott for $20. Hail Friday Night Tights. I just finished raising 550 pounds for the Little Princess Trust and am getting 16 inches of my hair cut off to donate for kids' cancer wigs too. That's awesome. The cut is in a couple of weeks. Love you all. Thanks for the laughs. Nate, you can always grow that hair back. Well, some of you can. No Latinx please for $2 says hail, Gary, FNT, and chat. Hope you all defeat the woke in communist path your country is on. So do I. Speaking of which, can you guys help me out with my family on the actual communist Venezuela? Here's a link to donate or share. And it is www.airfunding.net project/726381. God bless you all. You got to check it out. No Latinx, please. Love you. Thank you for the donation. But with all things that are donation, we have to vet them first. But you guys can go to that link and you can do your own vetting as well. You have to understand. Sorry, but fucking internet, man. It's the internet, but I'm sure you're fine. Better safe than sorry. That's the way it's got to be. Okay. Gary, 3 years of sanity. Thank you. You're welcome, Mark Nihilist, for £5 British. Basil, 578 for $5. Had technical issues with the other super chat. Hopefully you had a good time in San Diego visiting your mom. I did. It was great seeing Mom. I got to call her. I'm still in the belly of the beast. I am currently in Pasadena, California, which is like an oasis in the middle of the communist hellhole known as Los Angeles. I do miss Texas, though, and my family. Christy Cosby for $20. Enjoying y'all on my birthday. You need to sing. You don't need to sing. No need to sing. Good, please. Can you shout out my husband's gaming channel for my birthday? Urance Gaming. URENCE. Love you all. Hail to the fellowship. Hail to you. Dearest for $5. If you don't mind, check out Barry Walt's 40K video, Pineapple. It's 1 minute, 30 seconds. You might find it amusing. All right. John Krupp for $5. Black Friday has decimated my wallet, so I can only offer up a paltry Lincoln. Dude, that is not paltry. That is hard-earned and it's appreciated here. Love you, John. Thank you. How do I say this? Deforestator for $2. R.I.P. Jason David Frank. Yeah, R.I.P. man. Rob for $5. Adam Krigler is pretty good right now. You might be interested. I hang with Adam. Yeah, we just had him on the show. We did. Go check it out. Why's Dankula look like Holly from Red Dwarf? So many people said that to fix her for £2 British. It's hilarious. Plenty of oxygen bandits in prison. Yes. That's from Brer 2471 for $9.99. Chaos Killer 721 for $5. Can Jay get Dark Side Phil on FNT? No. Just no. You know what? I'd rather have him interview like Gundam or Gundam and Az, or Gundam Az and Ryan. That would be a better show. Like, I don't like. There's a part of me, I know he's like the way he is, but there's a part of me that I guess it's the addict part of me that has a little sympathy for his, just his complete denial of his addiction. And I hope he I hope he gets well someday. I do, as a human being. I know that's not fun on the internet, but that's just how I feel. Hail Friday Night Tights, first-time donor. First-time donor. We'll be gentle. Sorry it couldn't be more. It's fine. Anything is fine. But I'm in med school and broke as fuck. Y'all help me stay sane in an environment where basically everyone is super woke. Yep. Marvel Mind Trick for $1.79. That's British. Thank you for the super sticker. Hail, first super chat. Oh, well, lots of virgins. Thanks for bringing humor and knowledge to a crazy world. Dank, who knew your baby would be the main talking point tonight? Thank you, David Robertson, for 10 British pounds. Unbreaded, said Isabel Live 2.0 for 2 Canadian pesos. David Individual for $5 says, future guests on FNT, Dr. Peterson, Larry Elder, Carrie Lake, Little Wayne, Kid Rock, Musk, Hodge Twins, Avi Yemeni, and Claire Lehman. They all sound good to me. Get on it, X-Ray Girl. You go, girl. X-Ray, a girl. Brian Robinson for $10. All you need is the drinker, and the internet might explode. We should have probably brought it on. We didn't have the spot, though. We had Shad. That was a pretty good show. Got age restricted again. Oh, well. It's just a thing now happening for FNT, really. 2 weeks in a row. Strange Worlds working title Agenda, the movie. Yes, and it flopped. Your Barmy says $2. Gimp on a blimp or a pimp on a blimp. TR for $5. What I would like to see in Star Wars is Rey being overwhelmed by Abeloth, thus ending the Mary Sue. I think Rey ended the Mary Sue. Swelter Mate for 5 British pounds. Thank you for the donation. Brent Wolf for $20. So apparently the Antifa weirdos are threatening to Summer of Love Tesla plants after their Twitter accounts have been getting nuked. Looks like they are about to fuck around and find out and see how hard Elon will go. Yeah, I imagine they're not going to do anything without their Democratic super PACs behind them, which will be a little more difficult with certain Republicans being in Congress. Mike Zilla for £1.79. Send the actors to a COD lobby for therapy. I thought Chris Evans did a good job in Gray Man on Netflix. I didn't see it, and it was on Netflix. But yeah, he can do a good job. I'm not saying he's a bad actor. We're referring to there being no more movie stars, but he's not a movie star. He doesn't drive ticket sales at all, period. I would say he would sell slightly like more tickets than Simu Liu, but a Chris Evans film is just not going to make any money unless he's wearing a Captain America costume or even a Johnny Storm costume. Ogden 3 for $5. When does Exodegu and Chrissy's self-building stream go live? Oh, I've already read this one. Well, hopefully for you, soon as possible. Monkey God King for 5 Canadian pesos. What happened to with Captain America? I thought Knives Out was pretty good. Again, Knives Out wasn't a Chris Evans joint. It's a Rian Johnson joint, and it's on Netflix. I do believe it was released in theaters, though. Hail Friday Night Tights died suddenly. A disgusting must-watch. It is. Holy shit. It's disturbing, but I think it's required viewing. Curtis D. of Montana for $2. Gary, so your dog is Harvey Weinstein of our house? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. You have to watch the show to see what that's in reference to. Christian Rosales, $9.99. You know what the difference between Elon Musk and Bob Iger are? When Elon buys a company, he fixes it. Iger is the embodiment of evil cannot create. Indeed. Neon Clear for $2. I assume Garrett votes Republican 75% of the time. I don't know. If you hear some work in the background, I'm in a hotel and they're doing some stuff. Can't do anything about it. Sorry. Plain Rubbish for 5 British pounds. If I can't tell your gender, I know your agenda. First time super chat. Keep up the good work. I think I read that one, but what the hell. Hail Friday Night Tight. Stories used to be just stories. Now they are political statements. How do you separate politics from cinema? Neil Oakley for 20 British pounds. I mentioned it in previous live streams. well, it depends on the organization. And since so many have colluded for so long, they're almost like a uni organization, but now they're going to have to compete. So the ones who are hurting the most are going to probably change the fastest. Disney needs to cull like Netflix started to do, like Elon is doing with Twitter, because Disney is rotten to the core. How does that happen? More people need to be able to speak up. In the very small sample size that I can give you, going to a couple of things in LA here, and talking to we're talking like 4 or 5 people who work in the industry who all agree with us, and they're just like sick of it, but they can't say anything or they will get fired. And quite frankly, if you're a white dude, you're not getting hired. You're jobless right now. It's crazy. I read that one. They can't pull off Star Wars, but Iger definitely did a Palpatine. He did. Anvek, thank you for the $5. Rob Crawford for $10. My niece literally ran into Chapek at a Make-A-Wish event, and he said nothing. No excuse me, not a word. That sounds like somebody from LA. Breaking Kanye West is running for president in 2024, says Matthew Matson for $1.99. And since this super chat, he has buried his presidential... Listen, I'm not going to get in the Kanye stuff, and I know it's great content for a lot of people. Bad. It's bad. It's bad for culture. It's really bad. And I think it's just a human being on a downward spiral. But no. Yeah, it's oof. Captain Biscuits Yo for $2. Can you remind everyone what we talked about? Thanks. We talked about Bob Iger. We talked about Disney. Went over some of Dank's videos. Just random conversation. That's why you can go watch it on repeat. Unfortunately. Oh no, this one's not age. It's just demonetized, which I don't care about. But the one before that was age restricted for some reason. Oh, I gotta talk to my guy about that. Hail the fellowship. Happy Thanksgiving to you all, and thank you for everything you do. Thank you, Branch Covidia19 for $4.99. You know, on the way up to LA, I drove by the hotel where the last two, there were 2 stragglers who self-deleted at a hotel in Lucadia. I even took a picture of it. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. I didn't even show it to anybody. I used to stay in that hotel too. Oh, and party. Polaris sucks. Hail Logan. Hail Logan with his very spicy Streamlabs donations, giving my money back to me. That's my boy. Alex Slusher for $1. Thank you. Mark Wilkins for $2 says, when Disney fought Florida, they lost their tax status. Yes, they did. And they lost. They lost so much money. Everyone else's mic shuts down. Gary's muting him. Yeah, that's me. I just mute people randomly. I probably should. Thanks for the idea. Not sure how free speech works in Twitter, since I just got suspended for saying that people with body dysmorphia suffer from mental illness. KDW. Did you get suspended or like yeeted permanently? Yeah, I don't disagree with that statement you just made. Krato Descendant Gaming Channel, thank you for the $25. I appreciate it. Fat Guy Videos for $10. Milo isn't gay anymore. Was he gay in the first place? Can you turn on and off the gay? I don't know. All I have to say is it's a circus. It's a distraction overall for the cause. It's not good. It's just flat out not good. I'm sure it's been entertaining, but it's not going to have a positive effect going on. Obligatory She-Hulk fears Steph. Albert, not a retro for 2 Canadian pesos. Joseph Fazio for $1.99. Hello and welcome, Chief Justice Dankula. Welcome, Dank. Captain Palsy for $2 says Pauly Shore has let himself go. Jesus Davilia, thank you for the $10 and the thumbs up. Back at you, buddy. As is Wonky Eyebrow. Apologies, Jeremy. I was hammered yet. Oh, I read this one already. Matt Behringer for $1.99. Come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan. Greetings, everyone. Just saw the Critical Drinker Sideboard plushie. It's also on makeshift for $10 for 10% off. Indeed, it is right now. We'll add it to my plushie army. Question, a bit scared to ask. I get Gary Wizard, but why Hotdog as? Why do you want Hotdog as? Let me tell you, because you get 10% off and because you can have your pets, your relatives do terrible things to him. It pays for itself. It pays for itself. You can hit him with the wiffle ball bat. You can have your dog hump him. All kinds of stuff. You can hide your... No, I was going to say that. That's bad. God. Sometimes it's no fun here on YouTube. Big Raj, thank you for the $1.99 Canadian peso. And Beastie Man, 420, bro. Thank you for the $1.99. All right, now we're on to Thanksgiving. That's it for FNT. So we're at Surly Sob for $20. I should have been more specific about being gentle with my tender cave. My car got rear-ended easy. I had to skip Thanksgiving due to a concussion. Oh, shit, that sucks. Not being able to eat, because you probably throw it up. I've had a concussion. Next year, I'll fist the turkey and eat it off my hand while maintaining hard eye contact with everyone. That's great. John I, 316 for $10. Will Alex Jones' Twitter account be restored next week? Well, maybe now that he looks like the same person next to Kanye, and I love Alex. Okay, you make me better, man. Happy Thanksgiving again. Wow, Jay Schwalbach for $11.12. You make we are Groot. We are Groot. Okay. Bobby Hill for $1, and back at you. And Merry Christmas. Hey, I wanted to send a super chat to FNT, but I'll be busy tomorrow. If you could start a discussion around what a Disney Plus Rwanda Vision show would be like, just go on a tangent from here. That would be amazing. Love you all, and what you and happy Turkey Day. Happy Rwanda Vision. I might give that to the panel. I might. Dangerous Lee Harris. He's dangerous for $10. Skull and Hail Gary, first time donating. Just wanted to thank you for always being for us. I want X-Ray Goo to step on me. Peace. I think that's for, I think that's only for the upper tier only feet. And I think Mark is the only member, but I'm not sure. I can't speak for her. Jay Schwalbach for $101.37. How in the fuck did we miss this? Just wanted to throw some love your way. X-Ray Goo was manufactured in a petri dish 4 years ago. That's how you meet Mark the Cyborg. This explains the lack of past events. Happy Thanksgiving, or the lack of memory of past events. Yeah, I know. I never saw Back to the Future. Whatever. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Happy Thanksgiving to you late, and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Surly Bob for $20. Thank you. Every Thanksgiving, I have to watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, followed by Dutch. I watched those too, and I watched Uncle Buck too. I fucking love Uncle Buck. Man of War 665, the neighbor of the beast for $665. Happy Turkey Day to you, the chat, and the wrenches. Hell, even Eric K. Oh, what and fuck Wizards of the Coast. Crib notes for boomers. Wizards of the Coast is woke wankers and makers shit out of modern D&D. Stasios. Oh my God, how do I say this? Stasios Pantazis for $5. Hey, Gary, remember me from the Outpost? Oh, yeah. I read this on the chat, but I'll read it again. What are your expectations for woke X-Men, they, them, or race-swapped FF? So tired of the woke garbage. Anyways, happy Thanksgiving, and I hope we catch up soon. Please, I miss the Outpost days. I miss them too, but the Outpost is gone now. It's so sad. So sad. It was fun. Happy Thanksgiving, rolling lumpia and visiting with family later. I don't know what lumpia is. I hope it's good. Happy to have you and the chat here today. Thanks. Malakot63 for $20. Happy to have you. Happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas. Palix for $20. Hail, Gary. This is my first super chat. All right. I'll be gentle. Although you don't need to go soft. I will anyway this time. I just wanted to thank you, the mods, and everyone working behind the scenes for streaming today and providing those of us who can't be with family today something to enjoy. You're welcome. Happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas. We'll be doing it again on the Christmas holidays. WG for $100. Gary, you're my brother from another mother. But so help me, if you say you're stuffing pineapple in your turkey, I will lose it. Just kidding, man. Happy Thanksgiving to the Nerdrotic family. All the best. All the best to you, WG. Spartan 089 for $5. I like these hangout streams. Keep it up, man. Can't wait for FNT every week. Oh, that's cool. We got Gothics. On the next show. Do you want me to make a comic book too, says Sir Ubisan for $2. Do you want to make a comic book? Doesn't matter if I want you to. Do you want to make it? And do you want to make it for fun? That would be, I would say, the good starting point. Yeah, go ahead, man. Thank you, Sir Ubisan. Denaska for €2 says, Nerdrotic, did you skip my I read that one. I wonder if X-Ray Girl just put all the super chats in here. I might be rereading some. On the road. Machu Picchu is beautiful. There's a part you can't go. Tourists broke part of the sun clock. Fun fact, bit of Transformers was filmed in Cuzco. The memes were hilarious. Transport here looks like trash. Yeah, I'm still going to go. Yeah. But Machu Picchu, a lot of it is new. I want to see the old, the bottom layer is what I'm there for. Thank you to the Critical Drinker for recommending. Recommending The Long Kiss Goodnight. Phenomenal, crazy, fun Christmas action movie written by Shane Black. Shane Black writes all his stuff during Christmas, or most of it. Who did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang? Also a great flick. I agree. With Iron Man, Batman crossover. That's right. Thank you, Maximum Weeb 2 for $19.99. REK Films Montana for $10. Happy Turkey Day. I have to head to San Diego in March to film a feature film. I know nothing about the area. How woke or communistic is it? Us Montanans don't think much about California. Oh, well, we just found out today in LA County that there is, and I'm not kidding, a possibility that mask mandates might be coming back. But San Diego is not LA. It depends on where you go. It's gotten woke by the coast. Depends on where you're staying. Stay in North County and you're fine. You're fine. So North County, San Diego is primarily pretty nice. Like a giant area that's really nice. The more south you go, the nastier it gets. Like closer to the border you get, the nastier it gets. That's just the way it goes. There's parts, but like, I don't know. LA is much bigger area than San Diego, but if you go by percentages, San Diego has more nicer areas than LA. A lot more. It's a cleaner city. And it's because it was a military city. It was a very red city for a long time, and it's the most purple city in California. That in Orange County. But that's not a city. Obviously. Where was I? Where was I? Okay. So thank you for the $10. Brent Wolf for $5. Randall interview when? As soon as we can. I am in talks with, I don't want to say anything, but it'll happen. Gary, if you like seeing good dads in movies, Christmas Story, Christmas is great. Cheers and all, says Tim Dog 68 for $5. So that's the sequel. I'll check it out. I'll watch all the Christmas movies. I love them all. The first 10 or so episodes of Cosmographia podcast is all Atlantis as well. Yes, it is, Brent Wolf. And they're long. Thank you for the $5. Graham Paltikin for $10. Grandma just passed a few days ago. Thank you all for getting us through this dark times. Can you consider having Johnny Massacre on Friday Night Tights? Hail to the fellowship. Sorry about your grandma. May she rest in peace. And I'll look into it. Absolutely. Hail to you. Poor grandma. That's the best part of nerddom. Spirited debates, and it's not personal. You earned your membership tonight. Says Theo Hoekstra for $20. Spirited debate, baby. Do you watch Oscar bait movies? If not, why not? Jaro96 for $1.99, because I think the Oscar bait movie it's an old thing that Harvey Weinstein perfected. And here is my view on dramas, which is pretty much, it hasn't changed since I was a kid. I find them boring, and I find them to be the worst fantasy Hollywood produces, is trying to do. I mean, they literally did a movie in 1980 called Ordinary People. Ordinary People. That was what the fucking movie was called. So they're stupid. I always think them as sad people sitting at a table being sad, and somebody dies at the end, or a brother's gay, or if I want to remember dramatic realism, if I want to remember, because I get it. You want to live life through somebody else's. You want to see another experience that you particularly won't. That's like a lot of women. That's why they like true crime. We won't get into the psychosis of that, but I'll just remember an aspect of my life if I want some good drama. Okay, that's all I'll do. Give me shit I can't see. Wizards, spaceships. All right. Oh, you got me on Drug Deal Gone Bad. I've seen that, but I just like them. I like gangster movies. Do you like, no, I don't waste my time with Oscar bait because it's shit. What won Best Picture last year? Don't Google it. What won it? Coda. And that Chris told me that in the last live stream, or I wouldn't have remembered it all. The Oscars are meaningless now. It's a 20th century model that's gone on way too long. It's a giant circle jerk where a bunch of pretentious narcissist fucking retards get together, wearing $25,000 dresses and $100,000 watches, telling us how to live while they get in their planes and do mountains of coke and opioids and fentanyl. And continue doing the Me Too shit, which is still going on, but same people. Skyrim 96 for $10. RIP Jason David Frank. That's right, the Green Ranger. And it's just like how Saitama is a parody of superheroes. Look how popular it got. It also great. I love One Punch Man. There you go. REK Films Montana. Happy Turkey Day. Oh, I read this one already. FYI, the producer, Jeremy Clarkson, Slap, works with him in the Grand Tour. They had worked it out. The BBC overreacted. That makes it even worse, Anak Baman. No shit. So it sounds like the BBC was just like, oh, we want to get rid of this guy. We're paying him too much. He's got too much power. We can just continue the show. How is the show? I don't even fucking watch it. I could care less. Does anybody watch it out there? Corey Castle for $10. Happy Thanksgiving. I've been trying to promote the idea that Cameron is wasting his talent with the Avatar franchises. I agree. In my opinion, it's tired, noble, savage story ideas of what you'd rather see him take on. I'd like to see him not be in the fucking ocean. How about stay on the ground, get in space? I don't know. I think I think it's hard to argue. It made a lot of money, but he's talking about having 6 films left in him. Dude, the guy, it took him 13 years to make a sequel. Once I heard the sequel trilogy wouldn't include anything from the novels or EU, I refused to acknowledge its existence. And that's good, Poseidon625 for $5. I agree with that. Are you watching Spielberg's Fablemans, his new movie? Jaro96 for $1.99. Maybe on streaming. I wouldn't go pay for it. No, I'm nerd. I am nerd. So I will not delve into normie stuff too much. It's got to be like, It depends if it looks really good. I like good stuff. So if it crosses over into being good, but The Fableman to me looks like it'll be an average movie, a vanity project about Steven Spielberg, who hasn't been good in a decade or more. I mean, he's not bad. It's just he's not prolific. He's not what he was. If you haven't, I highly recommend the album Galticon 2, Insanely Heavy, and check out Some Time Ago by Deathlock, heaviest modern metal band, in my humble opinion. Pretty heavy. Bubba Doom 1 for $10. My week-old grandbaby looked up at me and said, "Freedom." She then asked when the Picard review was coming. Baby Doom wants to know. That's a good question. That's a good question. It will be before Wins a Winner. Error 404 for 1,000 Japanese yen. Happy Thanksgiving, Gary, and happy Thanksgiving to you. Merry Christmas. Work is appreciated. I save my money by watching the FNT Collective. There you go. What's the FNT Collective? I don't know what that is. Oh. Okay, I got it. It's probably our sphere, right? Probably watching everybody. I mean, I wouldn't call it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to assume too much there. We're all in a sphere. Belongs to no one, except for you. Except for you guys. Ancient Mariner for $10. Gary, I know you like. Gary, I know you like. You're a huge Elric guy. Can you please tell me why nobody has done anything with that amazing property? Yeah, actually, Michael Moorcock has come out and explained it. When he finally was getting some attention on it, people were telling him it was too much like The Witcher and Game of Thrones, and he's just like, I can't fucking win. I think somebody will adapt it someday, you know, and we'll probably look back and go, thankfully, it wasn't adapted in the modern day, or be Herlick. Titus Moeller for $2. Are you familiar with Gundam Wing? Familiar with Gundam Wing? If yes, do you like it? I am not, but I'll ask Gundam. South Texas Death. God, I miss Texas. Can't wait to go fucking home. I'm having a good time here with my boy Chris, but I miss my family. And dude, I was fine until I saw that. Holy shit! Oh. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm watching Knight Rider right now. It's like on in mute. And there's like some jazzercise scene. I'm like, oh, I remember the 80s TV. Wow. Okay. Where was I? Oh, yeah. And then they talked about like bringing back mask mandates. It's like, fuck off. Check your sources, baby, says David Sara for $10. Yeah, I've only got a couple of sources that I haven't even used for a video, and I probably won't. But I don't need to check them. I've talked to them. I know their names. I know where they work. I've seen their face. They have my phone number. I have their phone number. So it's not like some thing. I don't know how anybody else does it, but I don't want to do that shit. I just don't. I think it's better. Here's the way I see it. When you rely on sources, then you're putting your reputation in somebody else's hand. End of story. Not something I'm comfortable with doing. Derek M for $15. I read a book called 0 Year that has a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy feel. If you like Douglas Adams, then you might want to you might like this Arthur trying to expand on that type of genre. I'll check it out. Year 0. I got your channel trying to cope with the recent Prime of the Rings of propaganda episodes. It's true that the one thing we can be thankful for is new friends. Cheers, and thanks for helping me cope with education. Oh, you're welcome, South Texas Death, for $20. Thanks for hanging with us here. And yeah, The one thing that came out of this is a victorious fandom. Hail the victorious Tolkien fandom. You beat their ass. And they're going to come back for more. And okay. A Marcellus for $10. I love Star Wars Expanded Universe, and it's better than Disney's canon. However, the real way you fix Star Wars is by time traveling to the 80s and mind tricking George Lucas into finishing all 9 movies. Yep. There's a timeline where that happened. Happy Thanksgiving, Gary. Thanks for the referral to Toy Hunters. I stopped by and picked up some BSG ships the other day. Oh, right on, Sindrago, for $5. Yeah, in San Antonio, there is a fantastic toy shop. One of the best toy shops I've ever seen, called Toy Hunters. And my wife found it. And man, it's you come out to San Antonio, you're a collector, you have to go there. You have to go there. Vapor Trails for $4.99. Have you ever considered starting a movie studio? Ripa showed the future. No. I would assist one of my friends if they consider doing it. I think my place is here. If I was younger, if I was like Josiah's age or Ryan's age, sure. But I think my place is here. But thanks. I think there are a lot of good people who could. I think there could, if Hollywood actually wanted to like seriously consult with people, I think there's some great people in our sphere that you should just fucking talk to. They would do it for free. They might even buy you lunch. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Merry Christmas to you. I'm saying it because it's past Thanksgiving. So, Gary, I know you're missing your family, but we're here with you right now. Aw, thanks. Just Jenny for $9.99. Appreciate it. LA checking in. Mother Earth, Father Time, and Uncle Internet are all undefeated. Yes! David Serra for $10. Tim Riggs for $5. Really want to get depressed? Look up releases in 1983, then 1984, and keep going to see how many awesome movies there were in that era. Maybe we'll do that on Friday Night Tights, Tim Riggs. I think that's a really good idea. Just pick a year in the early 80s and compare it to like today. It'd be sad. We can compare it to the fucking just Marvel. Because that's pretty much it, right? My sister's in Orlando, no Disney. We've gone on Disney cruises every year, every other year for decades, etc. We canceled everything, even Disney Plus, 5 accounts. Spicy pizza for $4.99. Hail to you. Yeah, I'm not doing. I always get these pithy little comments from people who fine. Don't watch my videos. And they go, when I drove by Disney, I drove by Disney Studios the other day and flipped them off, told them to go fuck themselves or something like that. It's very immature, terribly immature, and I was very happy I did it. And then some guys thought, they're just rolling in all the money that you gave them. I haven't given them shit. Now, does Disney have part ownership of a company that I am unaware of? Probably. I mean, I will say over the course of a year, where Disney owning Marvel in particular would get, this is way back when they first got sale of Marvel. Thousands through my comic store, and even post that, hundreds and thousands of dollars. Done. Stopped. No. So the most they might get, and this is through me not being aware that they owe something, is $5 a year. And I went all the way to Orlando. Didn't even want, had no desire to set foot in the park. Universal was good enough for me. 2 questions. What do you wish was better about Jenna Coleman era of Doctor Who? Are you looking forward to the Guardians Christmas special? Titus Muller for $5. Okay, I'll answer the second one. I was not looking forward to the Guardians Christmas special. I thought the trailer was kind of lame. Then I watched it and I liked it. I thought it was decent, 7 out of 10. It's James Gunn. It's got heart. It's got nice little. It does it make sense? Does it fit into the universe? Not so much, but it does something that's comic accurate. Actually, it's got a couple of very deep cuts in there that I appreciated as a comic book fan. James Gunn is the last good creator at Marvel. He just is. So I liked it. It wasn't the greatest thing ever, but it was clearly the best thing in Marvel Phase 4. I thought it was a little better than Werewolf by Night, which I thought was fine, good. And everything else they did was absolute shit. Garbage. Not counting No Way Home. That's a Sony film. It's a Sony film. So, and the other question was, Jenna Coleman's a good actress. She's fucking 10. She's hot. If she would have played Clara like they were originally going to play her from Asylum of the Daleks, the Clara, actually a mix. I mean, they're very similar characters, but Asylum of the Daleks and the one from The Snowman was a more believable Clara, and then they turned her into insufferable fucking modernism know-it-all. To the point where when she died, I was very happy. I was like, good, get her out of here. She could have been good though, because like in those first 2 episodes, man, she was good. Dude, The Snowman is good. The Snowman is good. Asylum of the Daleks is a fucking great episode. Great episode. Holy shit, it's dark. It is dark. Made sausage, bacon, and biscuit casserole for the fam. Just wanted to drop in and say thankful for you. Will there be an LA Comic-Con meetup? Brent Tanquin for $5. Kind of. I mean, we did something Wednesday. I'll be at the con Saturday, like all day Saturday. And we can hang out there. We can find a place to hang out there. But then I'm out after Saturday. I got to go home. It's been kind of a working thing. But yeah, I guess I'm doing a panel. So I'll be at a panel with Chris Gore, Dante, Alan Ing, and Anna, that Star Wars girl. All of us will be on a panel at the LA Comic-Con if you go on Saturday. And I'll be walking around on Saturday. Being a dork. I'm actually going to go... It's just to pick up my tickets. I think I'm going to go Friday night after Friday Night Tights because I'm on the West Coast. So Friday Night Tights starts at 1. And I think the con goes to like 9 or something like that. So I'm going to go down there. But the thing is, like, this thing is in downtown LA, dog. This thing is, it's in the belly of the beast. But I thought, if I have a chance to speak my mind at a convention in Los Angeles with Chris Gore, I shouldn't pass up that opportunity. So thanks, Chris Gore, for allowing me to do that. And by the way, the panel is basically it's off his Film Courage video. 99% of Hollywood movies are garbage. That's going to be the panel. So I can't wait. My sister's in. Oh, I read that one. Gary, are you a Faith No More fan? I am. Taker 610, big time. Key Lime Keela for $20. Hail, hi Gary, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Hope you had a lovely day. I made it through sober 292 days and counting, my friend. Awesome. On topic of fandom, I binged Primal last weekend and it was truly fantastic. Great recommendation. Thank you, Key Lime Kayla. And by the way, major props on 292 days. That is fucking epic. Okay. You saved your life today, and you can do the same thing tomorrow. It's great about it. Vapor Trails for $4.99. The major labels are vestigial organs. Vestigial? Hollywood studios will get that too. They're over. They just don't know it yet. It's obsolete technology. Vapor Trails for $4.99. I could not agree with you, and that's like the scariest thing for them to hear, right? It's like... everybody's expecting like I was expecting a renaissance because usually when things get too corporate and shitty, there's a renaissance. It hasn't come yet and it's late. So we might want to consider the possibility that Hollywood is, starting to age out. Gen Z ain't watching fucking movies and shit. I don't know what maybe they should start. But Hollywood's going for a market that just ain't buying their shit. End of story. Woke Hollywood is failing. Can you say hail to Bradley Cosby? My husband would freak. He loves y'all. Hail. Bradley Cosby. Hail. Hail to the fellowship. Thank you, Christy. Anatard, Lord of the Derps. Rumor is Marvel is good to cast Kevin Smith as Victor Von Doom, but it seems they're going to change the motivations and call him Dr. Coom. I was saying Disney should just call him Dr. Groom. Oddgin 3, but that was good. Oddgin 3 for 5 Canadian pesos. Shad going to bring a sword named Piant Genus instead of Giant Penis. He brought a giant sword. I knew he would. Peter Davison for $5 Australian. Hi, Gary. I could court to free mother from nursing. I have to go to court to free mother from nursing home on Tuesday. Not always here. Sorry. It's okay, Peter. Why do you have to go? Maybe it's the politics of your land. That sucks. Oh, sorry, buddy. Tell mother I said hello. She's great. Hail, Gary. I'm a truck driver shut down in Canton, Ohio for the night. Drawing art for my webcom. Thanks for being here on a lonely Thanksgiving. Shane Owens, thanks for trucking. And yeah, that's what these things are for. That's absolutely for. And we can hang together, and we're going to do one on Christmas, and we're going to do one on New Year's Day. So there you go. Mahler's going to be with us. It's Mahler's. It's becoming a tradition here. The Nerdrotic Mahler holiday special. I like that. Tim McCain for $8.99. This is British pounds. Proper money. Gary, I am so thankful for you. Lost my nursing job as a result of mental health issues resulting from abusive relationships. So life is pretty lonely and harsh right now. Thank you so much, Gary. You're welcome, Terry. I'm sorry you had to go through that. That fucking sucks. And I just hope and pray things get better for you. And talking about it helps, Terry. How do I wish the Coleman era of Doctor Who was different? I think Jenna Coleman brought it down heavily because Matt Smith was their chemistry was good, and there was times she was fine. She got worse with Peter Capaldi, actually. I feel like the Matt Smith era just got cut short early, but they did what they could. And I thought it was pretty satisfying. I like the Matt Smith era, personally. And the 50th anniversary is fucking dope. It's good. It's good. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Thanks for all you do. T Down Under for $10 Australian. Thank you. Daniel Nolan, what's up, homeboy? For $20. I know I don't comment or super chat a lot, but I still listen almost every day. Keep up the great work. FNT is one of the few things that makes me happy and it sort of keeps me sane. My views don't fit in my city. I know, Daniel. Dude, you're real. Stay real. Don't ever change, buddy. I love you. Daniel Nolan, man, I could tell you stories. So Daniel was one of the people responsible for me buying a comic store at all. He turned me on to it. I was buying a comic collection from him. So the story is I was reading an ad in the paper at Acura of Oakland Acura, and there was hey, we got these comics for sale. I'm trying to do this fast. It was Daniel Nolan's dad, right? So I went to their house, saw the comics, and they're hey, there's a comic store for sale, and the rest is history. So Daniel, always grateful for you. Hope you're doing okay. Love you. Best to your family. Say what's up to your brother. Your stats driven genius brother. But Daniel's he's real, man. And he's a hardcore San Franciscan, and he just but he's old school. What kind of bee brings milk? A booby. You get it. Happy Thanksgiving, losers. Sean Awesome for $77 for $5. Back at you. NC Self for $9.99. Thank you for the donation. Eric Stratton for $14.23. Friday Night Tights. Alan Quinn Roundtable plus Dairy Girls plus Mystery Science Theater 3000. That's a good analogy. I usually just say shit show. That's why I wasn't judging Tim Pool on having I get why Tim Pool would have Kanye. Kanye calls you, dude. You get on. But now that he's been on a couple shows, it's maybe it's not such a good idea. I don't know if it's an op, but I couldn't have planned a better op. We'll just say that. I don't think it's an op. But if I was on the other side, I couldn't have planned a better op. WS for $15. Don't emphasize about me. I work in a hospital and I got 3 medals for basically printing of VAC cards and watching as children got stabbed. Or jabbed. Sorry, that was stabbed. Oh my God. Jabbed. If anything, I should be put on trial for not speaking up. WS, it's okay, man. The fact that you're talking about it. Yeah. And, I was having a conversation in a car. I'm like, I can't have this conversation on YouTube, but I'm going to have it anyway. I'm going to fucking have it anyway. I never thought much about yeah, I did. Okay. I don't know if I should do this. Let's just say I question all jabs now. I question them all. And as a father of an autistic child, I question all jabs. Because we were shamed before even that. People were called nuts because we were just trusting these drug companies and the government. Trust me, bro. Guess what? I don't fucking trust you at all. Never have. See, being anti-establishment never goes out of style. It's like wearing black. Drama explosion in Tim Adam Yee land. Thoughts, Gary? Or silence would be understood. Joe for $5. I'll answer that question. Like, I'm aware of the drama. I've been on the Tim show. He was nice enough to fly me out there. My experience with Tim and Lydia was nothing but professional. Hung out in the house. Everybody was super kind to me. Got nothing bad to say. I also am friends with Adam, and I'm closer, much, much closer to Adam. And I like Adam. I think Adam's a good person. So my thoughts are, I think it's two people that are probably better off solo, but made a really good team. Probably the best team. Let's be real. They made the best team, and it just didn't work out. And sometimes things don't work out between good people. I don't think Adam thinks Tim is a bad person. I think there's a lot of emotions involved, and when money gets involved, and dude, that happens. I've lost friends to that too. My hope is one day those two kids get it back together. The Yee shit, listen, I understand a lot of our friends in the sphere are covering it, and that's good. And I would never tell anybody what to do with their channel. And I've watched some of it, and yeah, it's a train wreck. But for the overall good of the world, I don't think it's good. I just don't. That's me. I see a guy going crazy, and I see two little hangers-on that I just don't believe are about the cause. And I don't care if they were. I know I used to like Milo. I used to like Milo a lot. I'm not too sure I like this Milo. And I don't know Nick Fuentes at all, to be honest with you. I know dick about the guy other than people call him Catboy or whatever. But for Tim and Adam, they're both going to do great things. And Adam is doing a show with me, and none of that is changing. But he'll talk. He is free to say whatever the hell he wants on any show he's on. That's the thing with my guests. I'll take the lumps. I'd rather have them feel like they don't have a filter on my show. Our show on either one of my shows or our shows. But that's the answer. I watched it, and it was, I would say ultimately, it's up to Adam. Adam felt like he needed to talk about it. That's certainly that's what he said on the live stream, and that's his right to do. Tim responded. It's a bummer. It's a bummer to be in that situation. It's a bummer to be in that situation. And I've been in it. And I've lost friends. And, a lot of times it was my fault. It was my hubris and being an asshole. It wasn't them. So, yep. It sucks. But I like Adam a lot. I think Adam Krigler is a good dude. A good dude. And we will do a paranormal live stream very, very soon. Systematic 776 for $10. My girlfriend won't let me go back to sleep. Fine. Is she making you watch the live stream? That's a keeper right there. Better lock that down, buddy. Richard Raid Jr. for $5. It's actually not. The Game Pass PC. Look at the articles below to top result. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but I will look back. That's Game Pass PC. Okay. All hail the real BBC. A little behind on the stream. My son has never broken any of my collection. The cat did. A rare resin Gunpla. Oh no, my pride and joy shattered it. As tweeted some Gunpla inspiration. Oh, he wants some Gunpla inspiration. Party Man Gorilla for $10. Well, that's reason number 1,475 not to have a fucking cat. I've had cats. All right. I've had cats. I will never, ever, ever have cats again. Iron Emissary for $10. With Wakanda Forever doing as well as it did, I bet Ant Dude 3 will make like 450 mil. No one cares about him. Yeah. We were predicting like 600 worldwide. Yeah, if it got to 450 million here in the States, that would be a miracle. Like, they're going to have like a Doctor Doom or Galactus or Silver Surfer cameo or Fantastic Four introduction to even generate some interest. I mean, it's fine. I like Paul Rudd. I do. But it's Ant-Man. Now, if it was Edgar Wright directing, now we're talking. Marcius for 100 Czechoslovakian pesos. Čípek means suppositor. Oh, okay. Suppository in Czech. Oh, suppository. Kind of fitting to have such a similar name for him being shoved up his behind by his company on Sunday night evening. Yep. That's never going to get old. That's never going to get old. I think rightly so, there was a lot of focus on Bob Iger coming back and like, wow, that was a panic move. But like the action itself, you cannot sell that short. The action itself is desperate. Is a horrible knee-jerk. Like, that's a Warner Brothers move, but worse. So the question has to be, how much do the parks cover up for Disney's failures? And I'm guessing all of them. Happy Jack Art for $5. I make violent and creepy stop motion videos. Ooh, that's awesome. They are not PC and might be a nice change from other garbage being released. Happy Jack Art. Are you on YouTube? Is it under Happy Jack Art? I'll check it out. That sounds awesome. Uncultured Barbarian for $5. I saw a trailer for a movie earlier today and 7 seconds in laughed and said, this is gonna bomb and Hollywood deserves it. Which one? Okay, so there was a bunch of trailers that came out yesterday. And it was Transformers, Guardians, and Indiana Jones. All right. I know about the rumor and Indiana Jones, and it's certainly the time travel for rumor from Reddit's been there forever. And then like once you saw dots on his face, you could figure it out that they're going to de-age him. Indiana Jones is probably one of my favorite characters. There is only 3 Indiana Jones films, and there still is only 3 Indiana Jones films. The trailer, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, I think, said maybe half a sentence, and that's probably the best you can hope for. Her being in the movie is a terrible idea. The trailer, like, it's fine. It was fine, but like the fact that time travel is introduced it's gonna be shit. It's fucking gonna be shit. Okay, and I like James Mangold. James Mangold is a damn good director. He's a psycho and he's kind of he's a massive pussy on Twitter, but he's a good director. Or was, I don't know. But like it's just such a big nothing to me. Like it's 80 fucking year old Harrison Ford. Now if they're gonna de-age him for half the movie, but then Dude, you do not kill Indiana Jones on film. You don't, unless you bring him back to life with something, right? But you do not kill either version. And if they do that, it's a failure. If they pull some Logan shit, it's a failure. But we'll find out. The Transformers trailer. I mean, I'm fine with the first Transformers movie. I have no problem with it whatsoever. I thought it was fine. Thought it was fine. Love the cartoon. I thought the trailer, like some people were saying it sucked. I don't know. All I know is I saw a bunch of Transformers and there wasn't a lot of people, and that's kind of what I prefer. And it's what was I told? This is a sequel to Bumblebee. I was told that by somebody here in Hollywood. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if I care about it enough to. I didn't hate it though. I was like, okay, it's fine. I just kind of went by. Guardians. That was a good trailer, dude. That was fucking good. They're in their proper costumes. That was good. Got to look at Warlock. I would have liked more of a Jim Starlin looking, but the fact that the Warlock looked fine. Music choices were fine. It looked really fucking good. And the scuttlebutt on Guardians is it's not going to be this big overcompassing crossing over in all the other Marvel shit. It's like it's a enclosed Guardian story and it's a human story, and that's good. And it might be it very well could be the last good Disney Marvel film. We will see though, because as I said to our wonderful Nerdrotics when we were talking about this briefly, I said it's just a trailer. We don't really know. I think we're supposed to get Flash today. I was talking to somebody down here. Uncultured Barbarian for $5. I saw a trailer for a movie earlier today and 7 seconds. Oh, yeah, okay, I read that one. Uncultured Barbarian for $5. With the way Hollywood is going, I would write a story called Pumpkin-Headed Dipshit. And it would be better than anything they put out. It would. Follow-up. Repo got me through a bad acid trip, says Chernobog for $1.99. That Repo, the genetic opera, got you through a bad acid trip. That's good. Yeah, that's why you don't want to do the acid kids. You want to be very careful with the psychedelics. I know that the guys like to talk about them and tell you that they treat this and they treat that. Like if you have depression or any kind of bipolar thing, I'd be careful. I'd be really fucking careful. Okay. That's all I'll say. Recall for €10. I was born and live in Italy. Would it be so difficult to do a series on national treasure stories devoted to different countries, or American audience don't know that we exist? Well, I mean, we don't know that you exist or we don't care because we're arrogant fucks. But by the way, a national treasure in Italy would be fucking awesome, dude. Oh my God. And I love Italy. I can't wait to go back. When Melissa suggested we went to Sicily, she did a wedding and the family paid for us to come out and they stayed at a fucking castle, dude. So I stayed in a castle that was 800 years old. And it was brilliant. Right on the Mediterranean. Got to go to all these ruins, megaliths. It was so much fun. And I was like not down. At first I was like, because I hate flying, because I'm like, I don't know if I want to go to Sicily. We're not even going to Italy. Sicily. What? Sicily's fucking beautiful. And the food is great. Accidental seller for 50 Norwegian krona. Enemy forces, what are your pronouns? We need to know to address you before we attempt to fail to kill you. Hashtag Slay Queen. Hashtag Fabulous Admiral. Well, we got rid of the nuclear waste guy because he was a fucking psychopath. The non-binary dude in high heels who got rid of or was the oversecretary of underwaste or whatever the fuck it was. He stole a woman's luggage because that's the kind of shit crazy people do. Looks like the one of these bad movies you would make with your friends. So Stunner 900, Dino Ebener for $5. After National Treasure, the road trip show idea sounds pretty good right now. Does it? Gonna switch some levers now. Cross fingers. Yeah, we were talking about National Treasure, which just looks like utter shit. The National Treasure 3 thing is so bad, I just tried to scrub it in my head on the live stream. Stop hurting us, Gary. I hurt you to feel. Az and Jane need to recreate this on location. They kind of do. Idiot. Is it Idioticon? Idioticon? Idiocticon. Kane Rain for $9.99. The people in the back at the library were wondering who are these a-holes. You're right. Chadwick Boseman was, and that's from Kaye Regne? Okay, that's right. Daneska for €5 says Chadwick Boseman was one of the geniuses promoting defund the police. Just saying, yeah, well, they all went back on that, didn't they? He was good in Civil War, and he's passed. I'm not going to shit on the guy for who's not around anymore. Love Repo. Name drop one of the few music. You name dropped one of the few musicals I like. The Chernobog for $1.99. Yeah, it's one of the few musicals I like. I am not a musical theater guy. Gary and crew, how long do you think it will take for Disney to fall so far that we, the taxpayers, will be forced to save it via government bailout? Well, you kind of already did that, Cliff 1380. No, you didn't kind of. You did that already to the tune of fucking hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah, there's already been a bailout. That theater bailout directly benefited studios that were allowed to work when we weren't. Never forget. I know how I'd end The Walking Dead. Remember the end of The Mist? Tanks rolling in, fumigation, The Cure, Russian tanks. Oh, that's a good ending, dude. I'm 35. My daughters are 15 and 16. We stopped watching Groomer Disney in 2020. I'm buying all the old good Disney movies used, so they don't get a penny from me anymore. Get woke, go broke. Raven Ryanfall for $10. That's exactly what I do if I need to buy anything. And for the independent creators who say like, hey, don't spend money on the old stuff, buy on the new stuff. No, you can spend money on both. But if you want to compete in that market, compete. Be good. And we will buy it. Be good. Have a good story and we will buy it. Okay. And remember, always remember, the fans come first. Fans come first. That Tom Hanks movie fucked over the D&D crowd. What Tom Hanks movie? Josh Krushk. Why am I blanking on that? I'm sorry. Blue Crossroads, $4.99. Create a problem, then take credit for claiming to solve it. That's the liberal way. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Blue Crossroads. Well stated. Please get Clownfish TV on here. They're based as fuck. Yeah, dude, we've had them on FNT, but maybe we should bring them on Real BBC. Maybe we should. They don't live stream a lot, but when they do, I mean, they're really good at it. I don't know why they don't live stream more. Clownfish, I don't know why you don't live stream more. You're very good at it. But I understand. You got a family. You got family and website. They're building their little empire over there. Not little, it's big. And they're working on books and nothing but love for Clownfish TV. Patriotic guest talt. I recommend Exode Girl not even reading the D&D player or not. Or you mean not even reading it or reading it? Oh, or her playing it without reading it. I was going to say no. I think I would recommend her reading the manual like with her bare feet up, and you could have a foot normie reading D&D manual thought stream. Oh my God. I should just handle thought talent and come up with like ideas. I think I'd be really good at being like super exploitive. I don't know if that's something you want to brag about. Wizards of the Coast has made it real easy for me to justify not buying MTG proxies. Oh, ask my boy, Man of War 665. He says it makes it easier for you not to buy shit from them. So they are going the Disney Plus route and use the finale to set up 3 new shows. Walking Dead City with Maggie and Negan, Walking Dead Daryl, and Walking Dead Rick and Michelle. What, Rick's back? What? So they're doing a WDU, the Walking Dead universe. Oh my God, it sounds so boring. Fuck. I'm rooting for the zombies. I hope they eat them all. Have any of you seen 1899 yet? I thought it was okay. I would be interested in rewatching it after the end. Season 1 of Dark was much better. Yeah, Dark was. Yeah, I what I saw of 1899 conceptually good, really bad execution. I thought, to be honest with you, I was really looking forward to that. I'm gonna watch Troll. I was gonna watch it today. I don't have time to watch it today, so I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. That came out, and Alan Ng has seen Pale Blue Eye. He'll have to tell you what he thought, though. The guy in Strange World, is that Gary? No, it's not me. No, I would not be in a Disney thing. Zed, for 20 Norwegian krona, Doomcock is to blame. When was he right? He's right about a couple things. You can't be right about everything. I'm not right about everything, okay? One thing I should have taken credit for, though, but I didn't. You'll have to go to my live streams. And there was a lot of them. Good luck digging through them. I think I did say it in a video. So the guy I was talking to about Doctor Who is somebody, again, I've known for years prior to even YouTubing. So we're buds. He worked with he doesn't work with them anymore, but he worked with them. He worked with the BBC as a third party something or other, and was privy to any possible plots. Now, a lot they shit canned. A lot of stuff that was really interesting, they shit canned. Because actors left early or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But see, so the Jodie stuff, like I knew very early on that they were going to retcon the origin, like almost a year and a half ahead of time. I knew. And even though like RTD did not know RTD, that came out of left field to me, but the guy was telling me, oh, they're gonna bring in a black dude. It's gonna be a black guy will be the Doctor. So that decision was made prior to RTD. Now, whether RTD just said fuck that and picked his own person and it just happened to be like that I don't know. But my guy got like everything right, everything right. But ultimately, like, yay, we were right. Woohoo, the thing sucked. Great. And it's not we were right anyway. My source was right. The guy I talked to was right. I just passed on what he said. So he's right. I'm not. Who, as and I were talking to a wonderful person who was giving us all this stuff about Rings of Power. They were right. They were right. It's like how Gary speaks American English and Az speaks New Zealander English. Yeah, exactly, Sean. Fucking Kiwi. Hey, now, I go to Taiwan regularly to train Muay Thai. Thailand is an amazing place. Russ, that's fine. Like, going there to train Muay Thai is awesome. What I was talking about in the live stream was very specific. Men going over there to mess with kids. I'm not accusing you of that, sir. If you're there training, being a good dude, that hell yeah. And I heard it's a beautiful country. I was being very specific about men going over there to mess with kids, and you know what I'm talking about. And there are a lot of people who do it. Michael Van Appeldorn for 10 euros. Thank you. Virtual Fireball for 99 cents. Thank you. Tearing the Black for $9.99. I have my choice of taking my daughter to see Strange World or go to Half Price Books. Of course, I chose Half Price Books. Gary, if you go to your Discord under Bagged and Boarded, check out the haul. I will. I love Half Price Books. I got one right near me. It's fantastic. Tearing the Black for $9.99. I read that one. Disney, you should do what Hollywood did in the early 70s, give small amounts of money to talented filmmakers to make movies that with little intervention and great new pricks. And yeah, and like, you know what? Like 3 out of 10 will be fucking fantastic. And that's what you hope for. But that's what, I mean, the Joker, it's a remake of a couple of early 80s, 70s movies, but it's also its own thing. It was done in that style, and that's why it's so good. And the rewatchability on the Joker is fantastic, by the way. Channel Starface for $2 says, sorry, the puppet stays during bedroom fun. Okay. Yeah, like, of course. Hale, after hearing all of you discuss comics over the past few months, I've decided to pick up a couple off eBay, grab the Batman Cult, all 4 issues. Oh, you're going to love it. It's so good. Thunderstorm. And that wraps it up for this Super Chat Square Up. I think we have a few left over, but those will have to bleed into the next one. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe here on Nerdrotic Live, and see you on Nerdrotic next week on Friday Night Tights. We have Gothics, and then, very special announcement on our guest after that this week. So talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Nerdrotic.com